name is H.A. Pruitt, and I'm the author of the Anathalian series, and I'm also an editor. And in this video, I'm going to give an editing tip about adverbs. Specifically, should I use adverbs in my writing? So first, before we get to that, what is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies a verb. So some examples: quickly ran, happily clapped, viciously bit. The verbs are ran, clapped, and bit. The adverbs are quickly, happily, and viciously. Adverbs add to verbs, or that's what they're supposed to do. So why I'm making this video is because I have seen so many people say, do not use adverbs. If you have used an adverb, it means you have used the wrong verb. So that has some truth to it. Adverbs have a bad reputation because they aren't always used effectively. So the main part of this video will be me explaining the two common ways adverbs aren't used effectively. And these are the reasons why you should cut out your adverbs. Okay, so the first reason we don't really use our adverbs effectively is because they're redundant. If an adverb is redundant, it's not going to tell any additional information that the verb doesn't already tell. So the example I gave a second ago, quickly ran. Stop and think about that. Quickly ran. Do we really need quickly to convey the idea of running? Because running is quick. And so if you think about your adverb like that, does it say exactly what my verb says but just repeats it? If that's the case, to fix that, get rid of your adverb, or you can get rid of your adverb and change your verb to be more specific. If you want to convey, because ran conveys a certain thing, you can see someone running down the road, but if you see someone, running as fast as they possibly can, think about what verbs could convey that. Sprint, dashed, tore through the forest, blew past everybody. Find a different verb if you want to convey that idea, instead of saying like very quickly or very this. Very's really bad about being redundant. Get rid of the adverb, and you can also change your verb. Or you could just keep your verb if you mean, she ran down the road at a leisurely pace. And don't put in leisurely pace because that's an adverb that's unnecessary, not unnecessarily. All right. Oh, and another thing, if you have any questions during this video, please do put them in the comments below. I'll answer them. I like to answer your questions. I don't touch on everything because I don't want to make these videos too long. And another thing is this applies to prose, not dialogue. When your characters talk, just like when I talk and you talk, we use lots of unnecessary adverbs. And that's just how people talk. So don't feel like you have to take out your adverbs from your dialogue. But this is for your prose. Take out those redundant and the other type, I'm going to say in a second. Take out the redundant adverbs in your prose. The other kind is the unnecessary adverbs. So these are words like very, just, so, really, suddenly, literally, seriously. We like to include these adverbs in our sentences for like drama because we think they make sentences sound more intense. We include so many kinds of adverbs into sentences because we just, we feel like it just makes the sentence so much more. But in reality, often, if you take out those adverbs, they make the sentence sound stronger and more direct and more concise and more composed. So, some examples. In my notes I wrote just remove the adverb. And then I was like, that's a good example. And instead of saying just remove the adverb, I can say remove the adverb. The just doesn't add anything. It doesn't clarify anything. It doesn't describe anything really. It's just this fluff word there to make me think I sound just a little bit better, but I don't. And so words like that, you think about it, it doesn't really add anything, does it? No. And there, really, I used in my sentence just a second ago, it doesn't add anything. See, that sounds more direct, that sounds more composed, that sounds more intelligent, that sounds more concise than saying it really doesn't add anything. We ignore the noises in the background. Okay, and another example of this unnecessary adverb, his encouragement somehow made her feel better. So if you stop and think about that, we have named that it is his encouragement that's making her feel better. So the somehow is unnecessary because we know how. And I've seen a lot of this in books I've read. The somehow, somehow made her feel better. It sounds magical, but then you think about it and you're like, that's not very smart to add that in there. we know how. And so why do we need somehow? So think about your words like that. If you think about it and you're like, well, we don't really need it, don't keep it because it sounds magical or it sounds intense or whatever. It won't come across as that. We think it does, but it doesn't. We all do it, me too. And we get rid of these words. And so instead say, his encouragement made her feel better. And just say it direct and say it how it is, and that will come across as stronger, as more effective, as more clear, and it just sounds a lot better and it's better writing. Okay, so if your adverbs are redundant or if your adverbs are unnecessary, remove the adverbs and or change your verb to be more clear. Because the goal in writing is to communicate a clear picture to your readers. And so that's why adverbs, you shouldn't always remove them. Sometimes adverbs do help you communicate a more clear picture. Like this example. Okay, so the sentence without the adverb is, she painted the scene. Okay, you get an image in your mind of this, she painted a scene. And now I say, she sloppily painted the scene. And that's a totally different image. It makes it something totally different and more specific and more clear. You see a sloppily painted scene. But then I could also say, she masterfully painted the scene. And that's a totally different image than those other two images. And so that adverb, those adverbs, sloppily or masterfully, hard word for me, who knows why, masterfully, those adverbs in that situation make the scene more clear, more unique, it just paints that better picture for your reader to see the story you're trying to convey. So use adverbs like that. Use adverbs when they help the reader understand more, when they help your reader see more of what you see whenever you're writing. That's how to use adverbs. If they're redundant, if they just say what's already been said, get rid of them. If they're unnecessary, get rid of them. All right, so that's everything I have to say about should I use adverbs in my writing. If you have an opinion on this, if you have more to say, please put it in the comments. Please be nice. I've seen people get really mean about this, so please be nice about it. Yeah, it's adverbs. It's not like life or death, but people get really up about this. So please do comment. Please comment any other editing questions you have, and I am an editor, so if you want an editor, I'll put my website contact page below too, so you can contact me, or if you just want to contact me about a question you don't want everybody else to see, you can use that link too, that I will get and answer you back. Comment anything you want, and please share this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please like this video, and thank you very much for watching. Bye! If you want to know more about Anna Thalian or H.A. Pruitt, please follow me on Instagram at H.A. Pruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, H.A. Pruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can find me on the Facebook page, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name H.A. Pruitt and the book Anna Thalian, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anna Thalian is. The website is hapruitt.com.